Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Each week we share with you principles that will help your marriage to grow and to blossom. And that's what this channel is all about. My name is Ray Hilton and I'm the senior pastor at the First Presbyterian Church of Evanston, where for the past 11 years I've had the distinct privilege of leading families and individuals and just people in general to learn how to love each other, to love God, and to love their neighbors. And that's really my mission as a pastor in the church in Evanston.
And my name is Judith Hilton, and I'm a marriage and family therapist here in Wilmette and Evanston. And I truly enjoy working with couples, keeping their marriage strong and healthy, and children and young adults and singles. And I find such joy in what I do. And I just thank God for this opportunity to do this.
Yes, and so you can tell we are passionate about helping couples grow in their marriage and in their personal development. So we also want to wish you Merry Christmas, and we also want to wish you a Happy New Year. Judith and I got married on December the 24th of 1983. Christmas Eve, yeah. We did that 37 years ago. So we thought we'd share that news with you. We've been married for 37 years. And it hasn't always been easy, but it's been wonderful. We know that we belong together and we've been so invested in our relationship all these years. And our marriage has grown. We're not perfect people, but our marriage has grown. Here's what we believe. We believe that the quality of anyone's marriage, the quality of your marriage, represents the sum total of decisions that you've made over time. Can I say that again? The quality of your marriage represents the sum total of decisions that you've made over time. And so if your marriage is blossoming and growing and it just isn't a good place, it could be because you have developed this habit of being wise in the decisions and the choices that you make in terms of how you treat each other and relate to each other. If your marriage is not in a good place right now, it could also be because of the sum total of the decisions that you're making over time. And so what we thought we would talk to you about today is how you can choose wisely in terms of the things you do, the decisions you make, and where your life is going. 2021 is upon us, and we love what a new year represents because it gives us a chance to reset. It gives us a chance to look back on where we were, where we've been, and where we want to go. And so you have an opportunity then in 2021 to maybe change the trajectory of where your marriage is going. So Judith, in our marriage, we've had to make a lot of decisions, right? In 37 years, we've done a lot of things. Some of the days of our marriage was just pretty ordinary days, but there were those moments when we made some pretty significant decisions. Do you have a memory, Judith, of a time when you made a significant decision?
Well, I would say we made a decision.
We made a significant decision. Yes,
because I can remember North Carolina was the one that's most significant in my mind. Most memorable was when we decided to move to North Carolina with our two young children. They were very small at the time, really young at the time, and we decided that this was what we felt God wanted us to do, to move to North Carolina. And it was tough. It was one of the most challenging periods, I think, because we left our church of 10 years, being at church for 10 years, and decided to move there. But God showed himself so powerful, and we saw miracles. We saw just some amazing things, and we grew as a couple.
Yeah.
In the midst of the challenges.
Yeah, and there's a backstory to this trip to North Carolina, because the reason why we even ended up there was because of me. I decided that I wanted to go to Duke University, and I remember sitting down in our home in Fort Wayne, and I completed the application. This was before you could do these things online, so it was years ago. And I completed the application, and I don't know what happened, but a wave of self-doubt and I began to question everything. And I said, what am I doing? This is not the smart thing to do. And I just doubted it was the thing to do. So I took the application, I curled it up in a ball, and I threw it in the trash. And lo and behold, Judith retrieved it. And I didn't even know that she ironed out as many of the wrinkles as possible and actually mailed the application in. And I got accepted to the school. And sometimes when you make a decision, we did make the decision to go, sometimes you look back on your life and you said, well, I wonder what would have happened if we hadn't gone. Where would our lives be? And that's the thing about decisions. When you make a decision, you got to face the consequences of decision. It's going to take your life in a direction. And then you're always going to be wondering, well, if we didn't go, or if we had gone in this direction instead, where would life have taken us? That's the thing about a new year. I love the start of a new year because it gives us an opportunity to reset. It gives us an opportunity to set what I call life-changing goals. And Judith, you talk about goals all the time with your clients, but what is a life-changing goal?
Goals that, if followed, will change the direction of your life.
Say that again, because that's really important.
Goals that, if followed, will change the direction of your life.
Yeah.
That's my definition of it.
Yeah, and we believe in setting life-changing goals. Now, we set goals all the time. But there is always within the set of goals a significant goal that both of us will agree on and we will choose to work on. And that's the thing about a life-changing goal. Especially if it relates to your marriage, you want both parties, both people in the marriage need to be agreed that this is where we're going. We're going to do this together. For example, let me tell you one that we set at the close of 2019. Judith and I sat down and we said, well, what's going to be our life-changing goal in 2020? And this is before we knew anything about COVID. We decided this year, we wanted to read through the Bible. And this is our Bible that we've been reading through. Prior to that, were reading through the Bible on our phones. And that's okay, but we just got tired of it. It felt very artificial. And we said, let's just pick the physical Bible up again. And we decided that we were going to read from Genesis to Revelation. And while we were reading through the Bible, we would pause during that season to pray over the scriptures, pray for our lives, pray for other people, and read through the Bible. And we did it. And you know what? It wasn't easy. It was challenging, but it's transformative. I think we're at a better place together as a couple. We're more alive to the Spirit of God in our lives and our relationship to each other. And it's because we invested in that goal. Now, the wonderful thing is we're going to keep doing it. We're not going to stop. We're going to continue to pray together. We're going to continue to read scripture together because it has been such a blessing to us and the direction of our lives. Judith, what are some other life-changing goals that we could encourage our listeners to embark on? It doesn't matter what age, right? It doesn't matter whether you're 1 day married or you're 50 years married. We want to encourage you to keep stretching for those life-changing goals because there's always room for improvement in every single marriage. What are some of those goals?
Well, some people decide to, of course, New Year's, I want to stay fit, I want to stay in shape. That's life changing because you could die if you don't, and don't stay healthy. And then some people, make a decision to move to another area, sometimes a new job or a new career. Sometimes it's a decision to have children, say, I want to start a family. So those are some very significant ones. And the one I think also is significant is deciding to spend more quality time with the Lord, to get to know Jesus in a personal way. And
to get out of debt. I mean, there's so many different ways. It's what's important for you. Here's the thing to understand though, when you set a life-changing goals, you're going to provide healing to areas of your marriage where healing needs to happen. You're going to strengthen your marriage where it's weak. And we want to encourage you to try that out in 2021. And later on in the coming days, Judith and I are going to sit down and we're going to reset. We're going to look at, okay, what's another life-changing goal that we can embark on? It's exciting when you're working on something together as a couple and you're not stuck in a rut and you're not just being bored married couple just spending time looking at TV and just wasting away these precious years that you have. So when you set those goals, you can work at them together. So what's that wonderful verse you and I were talking about, Judith?
Is it Proverbs 16 verse 3?
Yes.
Commit your way to the Lord and your plans will succeed.
Commit your way to the Lord and your plans will succeed. Sometimes as you commit your way to the Lord, you also need to bring mentors along on the journey with you. And if you're looking for someone to help you in setting those goals, Judith and I would be more than happy to do that. So that's what we wanted to talk to you today. We wanted to talk with you today about how you can change your marriage by setting these life-changing goals and how those goals will impact you. So if you have never subscribed to our channel before, we want to encourage you to do that. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and feel free. This is maybe the most important thing we'd love for you to do is to share this video with others that you think might be blessed by it. All right, God bless you. Happy New Year. May it be a prosperous New Year for you and your loved ones. God bless you.